और मशहूर उद्योगपति और अडानी ग्रुप के चेयरमैन गौतम अडानी आपको बता दें कि मुंबई में स्टूडेंट्स को संबोधित कर रहे हैं। दरअसल गौतम अडानी का यह संबोधन टीचर्स डे के मौके पर यहां पर चल रहा है और अडानी मुंबई के जय हिंद कॉलेज में स्टूडेंट के साथ मुखातिब हो रहे हैं। सीधे आपको वहीं लिए चलते हैं।
A very happy Teachers' Day. It's a great honor to address all of you at Jai Hind College. These institutions, born from the ashes of India's partitions, is a great example of the resilience of a human spirit. I find it fascinating that 75 years ago, two visionary professors from the DJ Saints College in Karachi laid the foundation for these institutions in two tiny rooms. Despite the immense challenges and human displacement happening during the partitions of our country, they dreamed of a future where the force of education could heal and unite. I therefore stand here today humbled and thankful to have been invited by Shri Vikram Nankani to share my experiences from this historic platform. Just as the Jai Hind College was built on the principle of a breaking boundaries and create a new possibilities, the theme of my talk today will focus on some of my own inspirations that allowed me to break my boundaries. And over the next 40 minutes, as I share my journey of entrepreneurship, I hope the stories will leave you with some learnings. My dear friends, we all need a role models in our lives. Imagine a young boy faced with the choice between the expectations of his surroundings and an inner calling. This narrative is not restricted to any single person, but is a theme we have seen happen all across history. Consider the early titans of the US industry, such as John D. Rockefeller, Cornelius Vanderbilt, or Andrew Carnegie, who built the infrastructure that shaped the future of United States. Or our own visionary leader like J.R.D. Tata, G.D. Birla, and Dhirubhai Ambani, who played invaluable roles in transforming India's economic landscape. These leaders did more than just build businesses. They established legacies. Their journey were filled with challenges and criticism, yet their guts to tackle the impossible transform ordinary ambitions into extraordinary legacies. They showed that the true measure of a leader is not in their titles, but in the legacies they leave behind. And as I stand before you today, I would like to emphasize a few points that often go unspoken. It is easy to criticize the present, but history as a way of highlighting the profound contributions of those who dared to break boundaries. It is said that the wisdom of our saints and prophets is only recognized long after their time. Likewise, I believe that the real impact of the achievement of visionaries is also often realized not during their lifetimes, but only after they are gone. My dear friends, I was just 16 years old when I decided to break my first boundary. I had to do with giving up my education and choosing to move to an unknown future in the city of Mumbai. People still ask me, why did you move to Mumbai? Why did you not complete your educations? The answer lies in the heart of every young dreamer who sees boundaries not as a barriers, but as challenges that test his courage. I was driven by a need to see if I had the courage to make a life for myself in the most happening city of our country. Mumbai is more than just a city for me. It was my training ground for business. It is here that I learned to short and trade in diamonds. The field of trading makes a good teacher. I learned very early that an entrepreneur can never be frozen by over-evaluating the choices in front of him. It is Mumbai that taught me to think big. You must first dare to dream beyond your boundaries. But life has a way of taking unexpected turns. Just as I was turning 19, I was called back by my elder brother to assist in running our small-scale PVC film factory situated near Ahmedabad. The business was faced with many challenges, primarily due to extreme government control and restrictive import policies, leading to severe shortages of raw materials. This was my first real encounter with the limitations of the business environment in India. Yet, it was also an early lesson that laid the ground for the next set of business I was to start on. The mid-1980s marked the beginning of transformation in India. In 1985, under the leadership of Sri Rajiv Gandhi, the country took its first steps towards economic liberalizations. The easing of import policies opened up new possibilities for businesses. Having run our PVC factory, I understood the pains of the small-scale import sectors, and therefore, despite having no prior experience in trading, I saw an opportunity in this environment of a new policy. I took a leap and established trading organizations for importing polymers to supply to the struggling small-scale industries. By the time I turned 23, my trading venture was doing well. Then came 1991, when India faced a severe foreign exchange crisis that brought the country to the brink of economic collapse. It was during this crisis that Shri P.V. Narasimha Rao, the then Prime Minister, and Dr. Manmohan Singh, the then the Finance Ministers, outlined a series of bold economic reforms. These reforms included reducing of import tariffs, deregulating industries, opening up the economy to foreign investments, and encouraging public-private partnership in infrastructure development. Every nation has its transformative years that change the direction of its future. 1947 was about a free India. 1991 was about liberalization of our businesses. And in 2014, under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, the essence of freedom was further accelerated as reforms and good governance took a central stage. All these years stand as a turning points, each building on the other in India's remarkable journey. Reflecting on the events between 1985 and 1991, it is clear to me that these were more than just moments of economic change. They were forces that reshaped the business landscape of India and laid the foundation for India's transformations. These reforms marked the end of the license Raj, a period defined by excess regulation and control over the Indian economy.